What's up guys, E-Drone here. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the new Drone Pro 2 toy quadcopter. Stay tuned.
Okay, this drone was sent to me to review by shopmorefunny.com. Link will be in the description, as well as a 20% off discount coupon code. Take a look at the packaging. You'll see you have a nice zipper cased pouch with a nice little carry handle. Opening up the case, you'll see we have the drone, the controller, and some accessories. In the accessories, you get a quick start guide for the app and a detailed instruction manual in English and Chinese. And they have very good pictures, so nice instruction manual here. You get 4 prop protectors, a USB to JST charging cable for your battery, and 2 extra propellers. Alright, taking a look at the remote controller, you'll see you have these antennas on top. These are just for looks. They are not actually functional. The antennas are inside the remote controller. Okay, if we spin the remote controller around, on the back side we have the battery tray, which comes out with 3 AA batteries to power the remote controller. In the bottom we have a spring hinged phone holder with a phone pad that fits your larger devices like my Galaxy S20 Plus. Taking a look at the quadcopter, you'll see it is a foldable design, and the propellers are loose. They're not actually tight. And in the front we have the camera, as well as the antenna sticking out the front for the control and the video link. Unfolding the quadcopter, you can feel it has a couple little notches that lock it into place, and the props are loose, so you don't have to worry about actually extending those. It has some LEDs on the front, and on the bottom you can see the motors are actually horizontally mounted with some gearing, and the bottom camera as well as the battery. And if you push this little battery thing, the battery will slide right out, and it is a 1-cell 1800 milliamp. And when you want to plug the battery back in, it pushes back in and locks into place. Power button on the top is push and hold to power the quadcopter on. And to put the prop guards on, basically you slide it up the bottom, and it has a little notch. It will lock into place, and if you want to take them off, push the little notch down. It will release the quadcopter propeller guards. You can use these for indoor flight. Let's go ahead and take this guy out and do a flight test and see how it performs.
Alright, let's go ahead and show you how to get this guy set up. We're going to be flying this with the transmitter only. Then in a later part of this video, I'll go ahead and show you how to hook it to your smartphone or your device, and we can go ahead and connect it and check out the camera. Let's go ahead and go over the functionality. So you want to go ahead and get started. Got the battery charged in the drone itself. Got my 3 AA batteries in the back. Go ahead and unfold the quadcopter. Make sure your arms are all locked into place. There is a little tab right here that just kind of locks in. You can actually hear it and feel it. Make sure your arms are locked all the way out on this little guy. So this power button, even though it looks fake, it is real. Or push and hold, and you'll see the LEDs on the light start flashing on the front. Let me go ahead and show you that. See the LEDs flashing there. I'm gonna go ahead and push the power button on the transmitter. You'll get a beep, and you'll see the little red light flashing. Now, you want to go ahead and bind the controller to the quadcopter. You're gonna take this left joystick up, down, so you got a beep and a beep, and the lights on the front will start flashing rapidly, and then they will go solid. As you can see, lights are solid, indicating we are now bound to this toy quadcopter. Now, on a nice flat surface, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and calibrate the accelerometer. To do that, you're going to take these 2 joysticks and we're going to move them down and out the outside corners and hold it until you hear that beep. The LEDs will flash on the front, and then they will go solid again. That's going to keep you, level in flight. Okay, so in order to take off, we can do this a couple ways. We can push the automatic hover. So if we push this button once, you'll see the quadcopter armed, but it did not take off yet. So you can push this button again, the quadcopter will hover at a predetermined altitude, or you can just lift up with this left joystick. You can push it up and the quadcopter will arm. Now notice how I didn't do anything on the controls, and the quadcopter automatically disarmed. That's a good safety feature there. I love that. Let's go ahead and show you the auto takeoff. So 1 button to arm, push again, automatically comes up and rises to the altitude. Now you're in flight. You can see it kind of drifting forward and a little bit to the left. So in order to fix that, we have these trim tabs. So we're gonna push the trim tabs the opposite way that the drone's moving. So the drone's moving forward, we're gonna push backward on the trim tab. Okay, let's try it again. One more time, and again. And you can keep pushing that until you get a double beep, meaning you've gone all the way. So you see now, it's a lot better. We do have some 5-10 mile-an-hour winds too. Not helping to keep this quadcopter straight. So that's pretty good there. Probably not gonna get too much better than that outdoors. All right, so in order to change the speed, we're in speed level 1. This button right here, push that. We got 2 beeps. That's speed level 2. So you'll notice it's gotten a little bit faster, a little bit more pitch authority there. Come on back here, and now we push that button again. We have 3 audible beeps, meaning we're in speed level 3. This is the fastest speed that this drone will go, and you definitely want to have this, you know, in at least speed level 2 if you're outdoors with any kind of wind. Okay, so it's hovering pretty good. Does have altitude hold, so it will maintain that altitude. You don't have to worry about it coming back down unless you pull it down yourself. Very nice on this quadcopter. Now, we also have 360-degree flips. So this button here in the back, you see it says stop, and it says 360, okay? So if you run into a problem and you want to do the emergency stop, all you're going to do is you're going to push and hold on that stop button. Now, when you do that, the quadcopter is going to disarm, and it's going to fall out of the sky. So let me go ahead and try to see if I can show you how this works here. Go over here. I'm going to go ahead and push and hold on the stop button right here. And as you can see, it fell right out of the sky. Only use that, guys, if you run into a really, you know, if it's getting away from you and you can't bring it back. Just do the emergency stop. Let's go ahead and take off again. This time I'm going to do the stick arm and up on the joystick. Just like that, no problem. And if we push this button instead of hold it, what we have is 360-degree flips. So we're going to push this button here, and then after we push this button, we're going to move this joystick on the right side in the direction we want the quadcopter to flip. So, one push to the right, we got a right flip. Very good. Okay, we got a left flip. Let's do a front flip. Okay, and let's do a rear flip. Perfect. So 360 flips work great on this drone. A lot of fun to do. Go ahead and show you the return to home. All right, I'm just gonna let it drift, and I'm gonna push and hold that return to home. There it goes. See, now it's coming back towards us, and just push the joystick to cancel that operation. So return to home, you get out of here, you're getting a little bit lost. No worries. Push and hold on the return to home. The quadcopter will keep on coming back to its home destination. That's why it's important that when you line it up, you're right behind it. That's what's going to make it important for your function on that. Now, we also have headless mode. Headless mode is good for beginners if you're struggling with the orientation, meaning, well, you know, now forward is forward and side is right, but when I turn, oh, things are all different now. Things are all different. I'm not sure which way my quadcopter's facing. I'm pushing this way, but yet it's going a different way than what I'm expecting. So, you get in trouble like that, you can utilize what's called headless mode. Now we're going to push one time. You're going to get a constant beep, which is kind of annoying, but no matter which way the quadcopter is facing, as you can see I'm yawing, no matter which way you're facing, back is going to be back and forward is going to be forward. A lot easier to fly this way if you're struggling with orientation. So keep that in mind. It does give you a constant beeping while you're in headless mode. Like I said, it doesn't matter which way the quadcopter is facing, back is back, forward is forward. Now you just push that button again, it's going to cancel that operation. No worries. This guy advertises a 20-minute flight time and is not really far off from that. It does have a very decent flight time for the price point of this quadcopter. I'll put the price up on the screen and link will be in the description. Just know that there's also going to be a coupon code in the description that's going to give you an additional 20% off at the Shot More Funny website. So, all in all, I gotta say I'm very pleased with all the functionality. Everything has worked, but very stable. I mean, like I said, we got some 5-10 mile-an-hour winds. No problem for this little guy. And do some more flips. As you can see, man, they're a lot of fun just to sit here and impress your friends or really is a lot of fun. Now, so this quadcopter is for 14 and up. It does have a very popular look to it that we all can agree upon what this looks like. I'm not going to say it due to copyright reasons. But yeah, it just kind of, it has a really good sound to it. It's hard to describe, but it's very quiet for a brushed toy quadcopter. It's not very noisy. It's not very, irritating. Very fun. The controller feels good. Joysticks feel what you would expect. They don't feel cheap. They don't feel like loose, if that makes any sense. They do have a nice solid feel to them for the joysticks. And you see this guy, I mean, when you're going with the wind, you can really do some ripping. It's actually faster than I was thinking it was gonna be. So keep that in mind. This little guy can do some nice little flying maneuvers. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna basically hook my phone to this controller, and we'll show you the camera features and some of the app features that you can do with this as well. This is the dual camera. So it has a camera on the front as well as on the bottom. Has a camera as well. Fun little flyer. Gotta say, for the price point, this is a great, this is a great gift to get somebody who's maybe just getting into drones. They don't want to spend a lot of money. They want to see if it's gonna be something they like. This is a nice little option for them. It doesn't cost that much money. It comes with everything you need: controller, props, extra props, battery, and it really is quite stable. I'm actually really impressed with the stability of this one. Now, if you notice, now it's not doing the flips. Once it gets to a certain percentage of battery, it will not do the flips anymore. As you can see, our battery is going to get low. One con about this is the only warning you get when you have low battery is the front LEDs will flash like they are now, but you don't get any audible on the controller, which can be good and bad. Sometimes the constant beeping is annoying, but at the same time, if you're flying the drone this way and you don't see the lights, you're not going to know that the battery's low. We're going to keep it as long as it will fly, and then once it gets to a low enough voltage, it's going to automatically just land. Okay, it's decreasing altitude. Okay, so as you can see, you want to make sure when you see those LEDs flashing, you want to bring it back, because once the LEDs start flashing and the battery gets too low, it's just going to automatically just land itself. Okay, you're going to need to go ahead and download the KY FPV app in order to hook your device to be able to use the camera. And once you have that downloaded, you can download it at the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Go ahead and open up the app, and I'll go ahead and allow for the location, the photos, medias. Go ahead and allow, and record the audio. Now you're going to go ahead and connect to the Wi-Fi of the craft. Going into your Wi-Fi settings, connection settings. Go into your Wi-Fi, and you're going to look for KY Wi-Fi UFO. Okay, we are connected without the internet. Go back into the app. Go ahead and hit start. Now you can see we have the camera on screen. I'm going to go ahead and take a photo. Push that button all the way to the left. It's going to give us a photo. I'll go ahead and pop that up for you. Video. We're recording video right now. You see it gives you a little indicator on the time. Camera quality not looking very good right now, but for the price point and toy grade, I guess not bad. Okay, you can see here we have our files. Okay, it will not let me access the files while we're recording. Here we have the settings. We can change the filters here. We can add music. So if you want to add a weird looking filter to your video, that's pretty cool. See that? You can do some different things here. Get your creativity sparked. There you go. That's pretty cool right there. I like that. Yeah, I like that right there. That's cool. See that? You can do a little teardrop. So you have some extra little settings. Now right here we can actually zoom. So see how we're zooming in? We can hold that up and zoom. So if I get out of the fisheye looking thing here, turn that off. Okay. You see we do have a zoom on this little guy. So we are able to zoom. Let me you have to manually rotate the camera.
Go ahead and let's go ahead and tilt that down. Does have a little bit of tilt. Now you can see. If we want to zoom in, we can just slide that little toggle over. It is pretty pixelated, but it does work for the price point. Very surprised. Very interesting. So yeah, we can add music if we want. Well, we have a music list here, so if we want to add this, we'll just hit confirm. So we have like a little transition we can do here. It's very interesting how it has the editing built right into it. Very, very cool. Here we have our media library. We can look at the pictures we've taken. Full screen there. It is a JPEG file. That's good. We go to the videos. We can look and see we have video here. You can also fast forward. Very nice for this price point to be able to have all this working, this functionality working for you. This may be the budget quadcopter of the year, to be honest. Budget toy quadcopter. Okay, we can turn the fly on with the sticks here. Joysticks, you can control a drone. I have the drone just sitting stationary for safety while I do this tutorial, but yeah. You can go ahead and turn that off. We do have 360 degree flip we can do. There's our speed, 30%, 60%, and 100% for speed. And it's got some more features in here that you can try out. Headless mode. Looks like it has some sort of a palm capture. Okay, you can reverse the camera. So if you want to look straight down, you can utilize the camera on the bottom of the craft. Seems about the same. It's got the dual camera on the bottom, which is very nice as well. So you do get two cameras. So that is a really, really cool feature, I think, having dual cameras, because even though this doesn't have the gimbal down feature remotely, you can switch to this camera and get those straight down shots. So definitely liking that for the price point in this particular drone. I think that's a awesome feature added for this price point. Good innovation. Also reverse the camera upside down. See if that works on the other camera as well. See if that works on the other camera. Yep, it does. So it works for both cameras. So you can reverse the image to get a different angle on the shot. To be honest, the delay is really not that bad, to be quite honest.
Whispers in my mind, I slowly drifting by. All the poems I wrote for you, they made me blind, they made me lie. Heard you in the rain, will you always be there? Last thing you said, sorry if it's too late.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And there's going to be more toy quadcopter reviews to come on the channel, so stay tuned for that. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching. eDrone, out.